Um, yeah, that looks good. That's perfect.
Okay. It's bright out here. It is bright out here. Oh, my name's John Horn. I got a surfboard business, Raptorcorn Surfboards. Starting a YouTube channel. If you want to get all the goods, like and subscribe. I started shaping maybe 5, 6 years ago, just for myself, and then then all the friends want boards, and it's blown up from there. I also have a repair business that is where it all started, thanks to Uncle Mitch. A while back, I was helping out my Uncle Mitch with some yard work, and he always shaped his own boards, and I thought that would be a pretty cool thing to do. So after watching him, he taught me how to shape a couple boards, and I started off just kind of copying other boards and trying to figure out what all the things do, and then after a while, I just started making my own designs, and yeah, it's been kind of a fun journey. Well, I have a repair business too, so a board comes in for repair, and I just see all these crazy designs, and I'm like, man, I could make something like that. The first board I ever shaped was a little round tail thruster. I think it was 6 foot, either 5'11" or 6 foot, and it was so bad. But it surfed so awesome because I made it myself, and it felt so rewarding. So Raptorcorn Surfboards, I came up with this. I've always been a fan of dinosaurs, and raptors were my favorite. I grew up watching Jurassic Park, and when I was 10, I got all my friends together to go see it in the theater for my birthday. It's pretty awesome. And I know the idea of what raptors are now has evolved based on the research they've done, but in my head, like, Jurassic Park raptors, they're just the most like vicious, uh, tactical, agile little creatures. And then, of course, everyone thinks of unicorns as magical, mythical, just these epic creatures. So I wanted to combine those things. So you have to be like tactical in your life to create the magic, and that's kind of what I was creating with Raptorcorn. And I just love the lines on retro boards these days. We've gotten a little more. I don't want to say stale, but like, you see just a lot of standard things. You have your twin pin and your shortboard and your mini tank and everything in between. But retro boards, just like, they have these cool stingers, crazy tails, and super high volume generally, like things you may not want today, but really cool designs. So one of my favorite things is to like take these old retro templates and altering them in a way that to fit them into today. So some of my favorite boards have been like taking some of these cool retro tails, like a crazy swallow, but then really thinning out the rails instead of some big boxy down rail, or I don't even know what they are, and then like weird flat bottom and actually adding some modern contours to the bottom, and you just get some really cool designs. So those are some of my favorite designs and boards, are some of these retro boards I've been inspired by. The most important tools for me in the shaping room, apart from a planer, which I guess you don't need, you could do without a planer, but definitely saves you a bunch of time. My buddy Robin Mayer in Honolulu, he creates these just beautiful hand hand planes basically, and they just like they chop away the foam so nicely, and they fit so perfect in your hand. And he's just an artist, so they just look good. Um, that's one of my favorite tools. He also turned me on to floor sander, the discs of all kinds of grits, and those things are just perfect for rails. They just cut through that foam and get you exactly what you need. Um, of course, my calipers are one of my favorite friends, just to make sure I'm getting all my dimensions how I want them, and getting everything dialed in. Um, and then also I have this, it's like a fairing block. It's, I think, 3 feet long, and it's got maybe like 36 grit or something like that. And it's long, and it's a little bit flexible. So when you are doing the deck, you could just run this baby up and down it, and then it just creates this like this perfect deck for you effortlessly. For someone that's getting a custom board for the first time, they may or may not know what they want. I'd say the biggest mistake people make is generally thinking they want one thing, and really it's probably a little too small for them. So being a shaper, seeing a lot of people in the water, if I know the person and get to see them surf, I generally have an idea of what will work well for them. But obviously that's not always the case. So knowing where someone surfs, you can change the board based on that. Want. And for me, like if I know the person and I know where they surf, I've seen them surf, I can generally kind of tell them what they need. But the biggest mistake I see a lot of people wanting is generally a board that's probably too small for them, too thin for them, and which is fine. I'll make people whatever they want, but I do like to weigh in and give my 2 cents as to what might be better for them. But I would say that's the biggest problem when new people are ordering boards that haven't ordered boards before. But if you are newer and ordering a board and you don't know what you want, sometimes the shaper, whether it's me or someone else, they probably have a bunch of models that they're in love with. And if you tell them where you surf, what you like to surf, how you surf, they can kind of give you an idea of like one of those models that's going to work best for you. The shaper, most shapers have like a bunch of what's they call models that they're tried and true. They know they work well, and just making some minor alterations to those for that surfer is a good way to go. So definitely talk to your shaper about what models they have based on where you're surfing, because might be a good place to start.
All right.
Oh man, I have a lot of proud moments being a shaper, and I'd say that it's every time I'm out in the water and I see someone catch a wave on one of my boards, it is so rewarding. Anytime I see anyone catch a wave, whether they're on my board or not, it feels good. But when they're on my board, it's like a little extra rewarding. But I can't pinpoint one most proud moment, but I'll say that the guy doing this interview, Chance, has just caught like the most insane barrels I've ever seen on my boards, and that is like as rewarding as it gets. I mean, it's like as rewarding as getting a big barrel myself, watching someone just like so deep and come out of that thing. It's pretty awesome. If you want to support the cause, I do ding repair, happy to fix boards for you. I obviously shape boards, happy to shape boards for you. I sell hats and fins and all kinds of things with like shirts. This is not a shirt of mine. But you're welcome to buy any of my merchandise. I guess that's what they call it. But swag, I don't know. But yeah, the most way you can support me is by just spreading love, being nice to other people, doing things for other people, that's number one. I know things evolve over time, but my vision for this channel as of now is just to, I mean, I'd love to give a tour of my shaping and glassing zone and talk about PPE, also known as personal protective equipment, I believe, but super important stuff. I see so many people glassing and shaping without it, and it just hurts. It hurts the insides. But also, you know, it'd be fun to like talk to some other shapers, maybe do some like interviews with some other shapers or glassers, and you know, just talk about what we like and all that kind of stuff. Maybe talk about some tools I like, or if anyone has any ideas, I'm completely open. But let's just talk surfing. Ooh, fins! I like fins. All the things. One of the reasons I got into the shaping and repair business is, well, I love doing it for myself for one thing, but you know, people start asking you to do things for them, and then you start accepting some money, and then at first it was like, all right, this is completely supporting my habit. Like I can repair some surfboards, and then you know, then it pays for the materials to repair my surfboards, and then next thing I know, it's like paying for my surfboard blanks to shape my surfboards, and that's been really cool for me, is to like have this basically hobby that's become a business that is self-sustaining for me. It's pretty cool. I try to make the ding repair business really easy for people. So I basically have some racks set up in my yard and some tape and a marker on there. Fin key, you know, there's signs for a pickup rack and a drop off rack. There's also boards for sale and that kind of stuff. I have cameras up, you know, just to like keep an eye on everything. But people are just kind of like free to come and go and drop off their boards, pick up their boards, so I don't have to be around. Try to make it as easy as possible. So people just take the blue tape, write their name on the board, write their phone number, take the tape, mark all the areas they want fixed. Because one thing I've learned about board repair is everyone has a different threshold of what they want fixed. Like some people, there's the tiniest little hairline crack you can't even feel with your finger, and they want it fixed, and that's great, I'll fix that. But then someone else, like, you know, they have a blown fin box and a buckled board, and they're like, well, just fix the fin box, the buckle's okay, you know, or, you know, like, so everyone has a different threshold for where, you know, where they want the state of their board. So it's easier for me just to let the customer decide what they want fixed. I fix that. If people ever want my 2 cents, I'm happy to weigh in. I don't like to upsell people and try to convince anyone to fix anything that is not necessary. It's not my style. But I'm all about just making it easy and fun, and just make people happy. Hey, my name's John Horn. I'm a shaper on Kauai in the homesteads, Wailua Rise, and forgot what I was supposed to say.